Alright, am I live? Am I live? I should be live. Yes, I am. Hello, wonderful people. How are you? Sorry for the late stream. Something came in at the very last minute. Raptors up, bitches. But I did get a chance to get this done. Anyway, hello. How are you? Came in at the very. I hate when this echoes. Raptors up, bitches. Anyway, hello. Well, welcome to the show. Give this thing a like, share, and subscribe. You'll be notified when I go live. And thank you for coming in. And remember to turn top chat off, damn it. As I always tell you in the chat, because top chat is censored chat, live chat is uncensored chat. Alright, who do I want to welcome in? I want to welcome in Quaximus, which is really Donald Duck. Wanda MDS9, which is actual Wanda M. The reference frame, and that's it. That's all I got. Let me put a raptor myself. Hold on. There you go. We can keep the goddamn raptors rolling. And if you're looking for the face, you got the fucking face, Donald. Shit. Boy. Oh, we had a long week, did we? From Tim Pool melting down, to Candace Owens responding back, to Anna Kasparian going on fucking Bill Maher, to all the usual shit in Washington, D.C., and especially Christina lying to Congress in D.C. Some of you may have saw that last night on Galactic News Network. Yes, you heard me right. Christy Dog Killer Gnome lied to Congress. I don't know if I want to show you that clip about Christy Gnome lying to Congress. Because right now I've only got 4 people and I got 6 likes. I got a very low audience. I thought I made this Discord run to get the hell over here. I don't know why. I mean, shit. Who knows? I don't know. Me neither. I just made a fucking Discord run. Told everybody to get the hell over here. And I do this shit for what? Low ratings? Once again, Rook Looney Tunes 9000 is sparing in the ratings. Why doesn't he just cancel the show already and go back to being a normal fucking person in his life? If this is a woke ABC News presentation, ABC News should do them a fucking favor and cancel this guy already. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I knew her. Get the joke. Thanks, Quaximus, aka Donald Duck. But have you heard of the RFK Jr. impersonation, Donald Duck? Of mine? I mean, I can do it. I could do RFK Jr. Listen to me. I may be a quack doctor to you, Donald Duck. I'm sorry to use that term, but a quack doctor is a fucked up doctor who's screwed up in the head and makes these crazy conspiracy theories. And that includes me, your old pal, RFK Jr., telling you not to give babies vaccines. Even though I told everybody that I lied about Tylenol curing autism. That makes me, what does that make me? A fucking ableist. If you put that yes, you're screwed in the head, I will find out where you live. Oh wait, do I have to read this goddamn poem to you? Hold up 1 second. I must read a special poem that I made. Once upon a time, RFK Jr. made this little poem, and it was filled with sex jokes. I did promise that I would read this RFK Jr. poem. I'm looking it up. Hold on. Okay, so, yeah. I'm looking up the poem. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a damn what you say about my internet. My internet is taking Tylenol right now. Maybe didn't have autism. Does internet have autism? No. No, internet does not have autism. Internet connections do not suffer from autism. Whew. I hate to admit that impression is very, very hard. All right, let me see. I did promise this. Drink from me, love. I mean to squeeze your cheeks to force open your mouth. I hold your nose as you look up at me to encourage you to swallow. Don't spill a drop. I am a river. You are my canyon. I mean to flow through you. I mean to subdue and tame you, my love. That is the disgusting sex poem. RFK Jr. If you would like to read it for yourself, go look it up on Google or some shit like that. That's because I'm a disgusting 75-year-old. No, my ears. I did promise to Joe Davids. If I didn't make that promise, I would be, what, lying to him? Sorry, Nichiki, for screwing your ears. Oh, God. Damn. Don't spill a drop. Oh, God. What a dirty, dirty fucking pirate. Oh, well, that poem is just wild. Fuck yeah, it is. He's a dirty fucking pirate. What do you expect him to be? that poem is a crime against literature. Of course. Why wouldn't it? Always helps to have water. So, unlike Bob Carmody, I use this once. I don't just wiggle my Adam's apple. I just do it like the actual guy. I don't really wiggle my Adam's apple. It's very hard when you don't wiggle your Adam's apple. Anyway, so if you missed us on what was yesterday, Thursday? If you watched Man Garden yesterday, Emma Bicklin came on that program, and I believe she spilled some tea about Anna Kasparian. But I'm gonna go play that. She cooks about Candace Owen for being a son of a bitch. Because I know y'all don't give a shit about the TYT drama. I'm so salty about the autumn leaves. I'm minding many MR. It's telling me to get over it. Wait, what? I missed all that shit. Why? Why are they telling you to get over it? Who the hell is telling you to get over it? Which MR mod? Which one? I don't know which one. There's a lot of them. In YouTube, there's one in Discord, there's mods in their Twitch, there's mods in their Discord, and there's mods in their YouTube. I don't know which one. You gotta YouTube only. Which one's in the YouTube chat? I don't know. I mean, holy shit. Well, I can tell you why. Here's the problem. Autumn Leaves told me this. It was Ethan Klein who sent one of his chatters to the YouTube side of the Majority Report chat. And he said to me that one of his peers who he sent personally probably trolled the damn chat, didn't like Autumn Leaves' comment, so Ethan Klein personally reported Autumn Leaves' ass, and you know what? They took the bait, and Autumn Leaves got fired. Autumn Leaves is not taking it too well. And I'm like, holy hell, I'm sorry, but Ethan Klein is such a bitch. Ethan Klein can suck a dick for all I matter. I don't give a damn what Ethan Klein has to say. Ethan Klein could go fuck himself for sending a viewer of his to troll that YouTube chat of the Majority Report. And he's such a fucking man, Karen. Let me tell you this, folks. That is a shame. That is a crime. To have one of your viewers of your stupid show go troll the chat at the Majority Report. Say, oh, I don't like this person's comment. I'm going to report him. I'm going to report his ass. And then I'm going to have that mod fired. and there, bam. I don't know if it's what that set it off. I heard it was Matt Leck. Wait. Was it Matt Leck or was it Ethan Klein's viewer that got on fire? I'm hearing two different stories. It could be both. Okay. Could be. But for right now, if it's the Ethan Klein story, if it's the Ethan Klein story about Ethan Klein sitting... Oh, really? You've heard both stories? Oh, it sounded like Matt's not really commented when it was unmodded. I mean, holy shit. I mean, I don't like to disrespect people. Like, what the hell? Good day, LT9K. Let's fucking go. What's up, bitch? What's up, Aaron? Welcome into the both of you. But, again, if it's the Ethan Klein story that sent one of his viewers, didn't like the comment, reported it, got on fire, fuck him. But if it's the Matt Leck story, I don't know what to say, but I don't want to go disrespect the majority report. I mean, I love the majority report. I don't want to disrespect the producers and the crew or anything. I don't. I'm not going to go like, oh, I'm going to be like TYT and go fucking, shame them out and go spread fucking rumors about them and go spread fucking rumors about, the crew that said bad words about me because I'm Cenk Uygur and I can't take shit like a man. Of course! Sammy, welcome in. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be like Cenk and Anna. What is going on with me? Like, I just got here. Honestly, Annie, I do not know. I'm going to be very honest. Oh, crap. Let me see. You showed me some artwork. You sent me some artwork. There are valid criticisms on the majority report politics, but this ain't it. Oh. Same. 10 years modding work, a dispatch with only snarky comment. A TYT move, if you ask me. Maybe a TYT move. Maybe. Just maybe a TYT move. It's either the TYT move or it is an Ethan Klein viewer that Ethan Klein sent must have sent his viewer to troll the chat, didn't like the comment, reported and got on leaves his ass fired. I don't know what the hell was going on. And then, or if it's the Matt Leck story, I don't know what to say about that one. Okay. I shared my political propaganda art assignment slideshow. Yeah, you shared it to me last night. Here. I'll get me off screen. 1 second. What up, Ghost Dog TV? What up? Welcome in. Let's show y'all what Annie sent me last night. This is her artwork assignment. Donald James, welcome in. Hold on. If the majority of would just give everybody an explanation why they did that, then I'd take their word for it. Yeah, I would too, but right now, I don't know the whole story. I'm just hearing a lot of stories. The problem is they're not giving anybody explanation. That's what pisses me off. I don't take sides with the Majority Report. I love the Majority Report. I'm a viewer. I'm a watcher. I don't give a fuck about TYT anymore. I left their ass in 2023. But again, I don't want to get into that shit. I know it was 10 years of work, dating back to 2015. Damn, dating back to the days of Michael J. Brooks. Rest in power, man. Hello, sorry. No, all good. Anyway, let me show you what Annie showed me last night. Okay, this is her artwork. This is her propaganda assignment from what she showed me last night. This is Art in the Service Power, Political Propaganda Across the Ages by Annie Fitzgerald. All of it, and this is what she used. Let me turn the brightness up yet again. This here is what she used. All of them, Lincoln crushing, all of us are not. Now let's scroll down here. And this is her first part. Because she loves being an artiste. This is the first part of her slideshow. I mean, there's a lot of slides. Ancient Egypt, Greek, and non-Asian. Now, these are the two pyramids that she shared with me on this slide. And there's the link right there. I don't know if I could share it on screen right now, but I'm not the author. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And for this, it's something called Narmer Palette. Many people might especially like slides 11 to 17. Yeah, let me go skip this one and let me go to 11 to 17. At some point, they have to address edit O'Reilly's just going to become across as being very distinguished. Maybe at some point. Anyway, let me go to slide. If you said slide 7 through 18, what the hell? Where is, oh. Okay. 11 through 17. I don't need to bore you with the fucking first 10. So this is the last this is the last 7 slides. I'm sorry. No, 6. So I'm starting on 11. Why did it say O'Reilly? I don't know. I was gonna ask who O'Reilly is. No, I don't know. Anyway, I'm showing y'all Annie's work. Now, first on slide 11, this is where she starts talking about South American and Mesoamerican and Annie Berry. She talks about the Chilean socialist solidarity posters of the 1980s. And this is all, the 11 through 17 is all leftist political art. The first parts is just fucking boring history. We all learn shit boring history class. I know, call me an asshole. Now, the Chilean socialist posters in the 1980s, if you're old enough to remember this, the Chilean Socialist Society's solidarity posters from the 1980s, this is what you may remember. It says MAPU, MAPU, Workers' Party, and it says, the resistance is fighting for freedom, people's power, socialism. Let me read a snippet to you. Chilean social solidarity posters from the 1980s used bold graphics and urgent political messaging to condemn the Pinochet dictatorship and rally international support for the pro-democracy movement. Produced by activist exiles and labor organists, these posters functioned as visual propaganda that connected Chile's struggle to broader global fights for human rights and social justice. During the 1980s and after, Chilean leftist movements and solidarity campaigns produced and printed posters and circulated internationally to denounce dictatorship and called for the restoration of democracy and human rights. Which, wink, wink. Hello, Lightning Rod. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lightning Rod. I hope you click that like, share, and subscribe. You can get notified every time I go live. Thank you very much for finding me through the algorithm. I hope you brought the rest of the ECH community. Anyway, I was talking about the Chilean leftist movements in the 1980s. So yeah, this might relate to what the hell is going on. Oh, thank you. Ethan Dark, welcome in. I did, as you know, this does relate to what the hell's going on with this country as we're being run by a fucking asshole of a president who thinks he's king and he wants to be a dictator. And he has no solidarity and he's such a bitch. We all know how fucking racist he is. I'm not going to describe his name. We all know who the hell he is. But if you want to be in solidarity, just stop this motherfucker. Go right ahead. And remember to pick up a poster like this and shove it up the fucking face of a Republican, please. And do you remember a solidarity poster like this from the 1980s? You might be old enough to remember this. Another snippet goes, the creation and distribution were acts of resistance, as many were produced underground or shared by exiled communities after the 1973 coup. Their visual language uses bolder lettering and iconic figures to communicate both urgency and hope, functioning as political propaganda across national borders. Today, these works are studied as part of global political print culture, showing how graphic art contributes maternally to movements for justice. It is such a great way to, this is a great one. I love this one. Hold up. I didn't mean to click on that one. I'm sorry. But this is about the contemporary Western European and American art going from 1900 to 2018. Wait a minute, hold on. I've always been confident that I can detect and identify propaganda when I see it. Everyone does these days. Yeah, so it goes from about, 118 years of entire art dating through about 118 years. No, excuse me, not 118 years. I'm fucking lying. God damn, it might be 178 years. I don't know. 1900 to 2018 is such a long time. Now, the Communist Party leads us, John, who colored Silk Road 1930s. That is, again, that poster's something from the 1930s. Where we all know what war was going on. Gilbert Turner graphics for the U.S. look like this, for example. This communist poster was done by the American artists in the 1930s. Oh, yeah. Actually, the drawing looks very good for 1930s art. But the symbolism represents the communists. But it may represent today's modern communist party because, you know, bunch of fucking communist idiots. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay. I was reading to you a little snip from this one. Hugo Government's post that the Communist Party leaders has joined is a striking example of the politically driving American art during the turbulent years of the Great Depression, 1929 to 1933. Geller, a Hungarian-American illustrator and committed Marxist, used bold, muscular figuration and simplified forms to emphasize the power and dignity of the industrial worker. I was surprised to find that American Communist art from the 1930s. I'm surprised about this too. I don't know how the hell you found this, but this is amazing. Industrial worker. The assertive body language and strong diagonals, monument scale of the central figure recall both Soviet constructivism and American regionalist, whatever the hell you said, clarity, blending international socialist aesthetics with U.S. labor movement imagery, printed expensively for mass distribution. The poster's purpose was not decorative, but mobilization. Its function as street-level propaganda meant to be seen quickly, understood instantly, and emotionally pervasive. Now, the culture in the 1930s, leftist organizing words like this helped articulate a visual language of solidarity, collect strength, and the belief that ordinary workers could reshape political structures. Meow meow, Art and Trepman, welcome in. Articulate a visual language of solidarity, collective strength, and the belief that ordinary workers could reshape political structures. Like, we're not trying it. The motherfuckers in Washington, D.C. are not trying these days. I zoomed it up just a bit for y'all to see. Now this is one part of the slideshow that she typed up all this work. And this is part of our class. Now, Giller's design is particularly notable for how it transforms political ideology into an accessible human-centered narrative using visual drama rather than text-heavy persuasion to encourage viewers to join the emerging labor and anti-fascist struggle. Like if you join anti-fascist struggles of today, let's say, for example, the anti-ICE movements, and the anti-Trump movements, and the anti-MAGA movements, which would be absolutely wonderful for you to do. And also the No Kings protest movements. Yes. It would be smart. This was for my world art and history class. Oh, 25-line bullet. I have my ass off. Now, same deal, 1900 to 2018 is still contemporary Western European art and American art. This is the same deal. Now, look at this picture. I can't tell if it's a fucking butterfly or if it's a fucking human on a fucking butterfly. I cannot tell. This one's really cool. Okay. I really cannot tell what the hell this is in the painting. It looks like a fucking guy sitting on a fucking butterfly. With a fucking broken lamp, whatever. And all a bunch of people in red hoods in the back. This is a Mexican-American motorist, Diego Rivera. Oh! Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Yes, no, maybe so. Apparently YouTube doesn't like socialist artworks. Yeah, YouTube loves censorship. I've said it for years. I hate when this does this to me. Oh my god. Anyway, Diego, let me continue on. Before I was so fucking rudely interrupted by the fucking YouTube censors, Diego Rivera's Man of the Crossroads was originally commissioned for Rockefeller Center. Let me see that up. But the mural became one of the most famous cases of political censorship in modern art. Rivera, a Mexican naturalist deeply committed to Marxist ideas, used the fresco technique to create large-scale public artworks meant to educate everyday viewers about history and labor. The compensation placed the worker at the center of complex technological, scientific, and social forces, suggesting that humanity stood at a crucial turning point between, where the hell am I? Capitalism and socialism, sorry. Rivera incorporated, imagery and class struggle, modern industry, and even a portrait of Lenin, emphasizing his behalf that art should expose inequalities rather than beautify elite institutions. Its destruction by the Rockefellers, the greediest fuck Rockefellers, should I say, revealed how threatening and openly political artwork could be within capitalist culture spaces. The mural's latter recreation in Mexico City transformed it into a symbol of artistic defiance and the power of a visual propaganda to challenge the dominant narratives. Yeah, fuck the Rockefellers. Fuck the communists. Excuse me. Fuck capitalism. Let me get that off for now, since I'm not frozen. Now this is a, what up, Matt? The Letter Hack. Welcome in. Everybody go subscribe to the Letter Hack. Now this is our next slide. This pertains to Palestine. Mid frozen, maybe just get a little jacket. Let me see. Oh, god damn it. Does YouTube hate leftist art? Just checking into my stream picture. Okay. Yeah, so if you see the Palestine flag in this next art from Andy Fitzgerald, yeah, there's the link. Anybody wants to see the whole entire slide presentation, but I will keep going on. But this is the most important one. 700 CE to 2017. This one is the one that pertains to Palestine. Free Palestine, motherfuckers. And this is 1970s of Iran, Palestine. Now this poster depicts an arm raising the map of a historic Palestine flag, with a rifle and Palestine flag emerging from the top. Now the text reads, in Parisian, victory to the struggles of the heroic Palestinian masses. Free Palestine, free Palestine. And again, this poster that you are seeing dates back to the 1970s by the Iranian leftist posters in solidarity with Palestine. Now, this one colorfully illustrates the solidarity between the Iranian Marxist groups and the Palestinian liberation movement of the 1970s. For those of you who were alive in the 70s that may remember this. This composition features a powerful arm raising the map of the historic Palestine with the right and the Palestinian flag emerging from the top, symbolizing armed resistance and the revolutionary struggle. The bold position text declares the victories to the struggles of the heroic Palestine masses. This reinforced the message of international solidarity and shared anti-imperialist goals. I think it's interesting that it's a rifle and shooting out a Palestinian flag. Fuck yeah. I wonder if it can do the same thing for probably a ceasefire deal, maybe to fucking end the war between Israel and Palestine. For Israel to probably shut the fuck up and let it and probably end the war. Stop being the little bitch it is. Because we all know Israel is a fucking fake country. And it has been since 1948. We won't stop until they stop. The poster was created using mass print techniques common in political activism, allowing it to be widely distributed in urban spaces and community centers, making the message accessible to ordinary citizens like you and me. It combines simplified dramatic forms with high contrast imagery, making it easy to reproduce. It's a benchmark of socialist propaganda that emphasizes clarity, immediacy, and emotional impact. Within the culture of Iranian leftist movements, this work served as both a call to action and a revolutionary vision. Still, I wonder if they can do the same thing in 2025. Late 25, approaching 2026. They can spread this little poster up the faces of Benjamin Netanyahu, tell him, end the fucking war already, please. We won't stop until you stop and turn your ass into jail. Free Palestine, motherfucker. This was meant to print easily and spread quickly. Yes! And this artwork looks very nice. This is not made by fucking AI, mind you. This was 1970. This was a 1970s poster. And AI did not exist in the 1970s. Now, this is the 19th. Keep in mind that this was from Iranian leftists in the 1970s. Oh yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Noted. Okay, now this one. I like this one. I actually like this one. This one shows a guy with a bunch of flowers in his hand, his hat turned backwards, and I believe he has a face mask on him. Just covering his face? No. Covering his lips. And stomping on some bricks, maybe? And he's doing whatever the hell this is. Oh, this is called Banksy Love and Love is in the Air, Flower Forever, from 2003. This is additional political propaganda art activist art pieces. Mind you, I did not create this slideshow. Amy Fitzgerald did. For her art class. Oh, this is a famous Banksy graffiti piece that was in the West Bank. Oh, before they, Israel destroyed the shit out of it? Yeah. Yeah, so take a good look now at this famous artwork. This was before Israel destroyed the shit out of this. Beautiful artwork, now gone. Once there was this beautiful artwork. It's called Banksy's Love in the Air. A flower from 2003. He's dabbing. Welcome in, Moss. Once there was a very famous work called Love is in the Air. Bansky. This one was from 2003. This is a mass protester poised to throw a bouquet of flowers instead of a weapon, transforming an image of violence into a symbol of peace and resistance. The stencil's bold lines and placement in public spaces made it a powerful piece of street art propaganda, challenging viewers to reconsider how protest and rebellion can be expressed non-violently. Now, this is gone. Why do you ask? Simple. Israel destroyed the shit out of it, as they destroyed the shit out of the West Bank already. Due to their little pussies already being hurt. And they're already ass hurt for not, taking over Palestine. We all know what the hell happened. But I won't get into it for any longer. Anyway, he sees the stencil technique quick, repeatable, and significant work, ties the piece of graffiti traditions while also making it adaptable for global reproduction. The work came through a meeting because of its placement on the West Bank barrier, a contested political site where it becomes part of the environment struggle as propaganda. The piece works by reframing conflict imagery, asking audiences to reconsider how resistance is expressed and what non-violent alternatives might look like. Like, for example, know your rights, make noise, and protest, and get out there and protest. Be like that guy. Have flowers in your hands. I like that one, even though now it's gone. Here's a link to the entire slideshow in case folks are interested in taking a look. This was from my World Art History class. Yeah, click that link if you're interested. If you want to read the first parts, it's just like art and history. The last parts are political propaganda art. I'm just showing you the last slides, which is political propaganda art. Continuing on, this art right here is from 1969. Emory Douglas, excuse me. It's called Revolution in Our Lifetime. Shows you what would look like without. Now, I can't show you guns on screen. I can't show you that. They could kick me the hell off. I don't know if that's real or not. I'm going to not show you the gun. I'm sorry. I feel like that looks like a gun to me. But this bold graphic imagery, this sets a gun in the hands of the Black Panthers Party message of social justice liberation, designed for mass distribution. This poster visually empowers the Black communities and mobilizes viewers to engage with civil rights and Black power struggles, which is still the sad part of this day, which unfortunately is the case because Black people are still struggling to get their freedoms. And it's been that way. And I don't understand why. Even though the Civil Rights Act passed, Black people still are having a difficult time getting their respect, you know? for social justice and liberation. But yeah, this is like a powerful message in this artwork. This is for the Black Panther Party. Yeah, exactly. But I hope that's not a river or proper material conditions. Yeah, exactly. I mean, still, it's terrible. You got a point there, Sandy. One of the snippets about this, Douglas' style draws influence from commercial graphic design, turning bold outlets and repetitive forms into tools for political communication that could transcend into linguistic barriers, creating the context of the civil rights and black power movements. This poster wasn't art for the gallery. It was meant to be folded, passed around, taped to walls, and folded into the personal spaces where political conversation was ongoing. Oh shit, I didn't even know that. And finally, this is the last part, right here. This final slide. I can't even get to fucking 17. Okay. The last part shows you the anti-capitalist. This one is called the image. This one is called the "We Move Together for Disability Justice." Anti-capitalist, anti-fascist, abolitionist, dumbness. I don't know how the hell you say it. Interdependent. We move together for disability justice. Now the image is a black and white artwork. We Move Together for Disability Justice, created by artist Judy Cole, for the Disability Justice Network. I don't know if anybody's heard that. The artwork illustrates a diverse group of disabled individuals like Annie herself, with various aids, surrounded by text outlining the movement's principles. Excuse me. That's the website right there, disabilityjusticenetwork.com. Now, this is a little snippet I want to share. This bold, high contrast graphic brings together people with diverse disabilities, a visual celebration of collective strength, independence with text of collective strength, and independence with text that explicitly links disability justice to anti-capitalist and abolitionist goals. Unlike traditional campaign posters, it's stylized black and white imagery. It recalls woodcut prints or underground signs, giving the artwork an aesthetic tied to grassroots organizing rather than fine art institutions. By placing disabled people at front and center in collective crowd scenes, the design asserts that liberation is not an individual project, but a shared journey rooted in mutual care, solidarity, and resistance to oppressive systems. The imagery functions as a political propaganda by visually articulating an insurrectional politics that connects disability rights with broader movements against exploitation and inequality. Its visual language accessible and stark and assures that the message is direct and resonate across different activist communities. This is internationally black and white in contrast to be easy to view and reproduced. Oh, cool. Love that. Me too. Very cool look at it. Yeah. I mean, I'm about to say, how the hell do you do this with wood instead of painting it with just a simple paintbrush? Nobody's heard about doing wood in art with wood. Excuse me. I better get an A for this assignment. LOL. I'm taking an art history social justice class from the 1960s to the present day. Next quarter, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for you. Anyway, that's the whole entire presentation that you showed me last night. You're interested about that presentation, click that link, please. Look at the link that India sent you all on the chat. There you go. Yeah, if you're interested, click that link. You'll be amazed. And a pretty good slideshow. And I hope you get an A for the assignment. And I gotta say, that was pretty fucking amazing. Even though I'm not an artist myself. Reading a lot means you have to take some water. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, so I showed you that. What else do I want to do with you folks today? Okay. I was gonna plan to do this. Hold on. I was planning to watch another video with you guys. Oh. Hold on. I think what I might do. I know we've watched the temple thing so many times. But, I think we'll watch this next one. You know what? I guess we'll go to Canada and talk about good old Pierre Poilievre. Let's get into some Canadian politics.
A warm welcome to our newest member of the Liberal Party, Michael Law.
It's a nightmare before Christmas for Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre, as he has just been double-crossed. That's right.
Oh, God.
A second floor crosser has left the Conservative Party and joined the Liberals. So in this video, I'm going to break this all down, including a few clips and some indication as to maybe what is going on behind the scenes within the Conservative Party and what that could mean for Pierre Poilievre's leadership review next month.
Is that why David Dole was absent from this mob last night? Or was it because he was watching the Video Game Awards last night? Putting Christmas tree decorations and then watching the fucking Video Game Awards.
So let me start first with the floor crosser himself. Michael Ma has left the Conservatives.
The fuck is this guy?
He just won a seat for the first time in Unionville, Markham, and decided a few months later, you know what? Screw this party. I'm joining the Liberals. I'm already tired of the Conservatives and Pierre Poilievre. Joining the Liberals, meaning that the Liberal Party is now one MP shy of a majority government, which gets to a prediction that I'm going to make at some point during this video of what the future holds for the Liberal Party. So let me get to the announcement. Mark Hardy brought Michael Ma on stage during their holiday party, and there is some drama around this that I'll get to after.
I think it was the Video Game Awards. I sent it to check it out. Oh, okay. Yeah. It was the Video Game Awards. Yearly tradition of watching the Video Game Awards. No one knows, traditional award shows that gets the highest ratings, next to the Oscars and the Emmys. Dramatic, hosted by actors that does all the comedic skits. Why don't they do an RFK Jr. impersonation in award shows? Why don't they mock Donald Trump for once? They better do a Donald Trump impersonation in the woodshed. Oh wait, they can't. Comedy is woke. But I am not that good at Canadian politics. None of us here are good at Canadian politics. I'll be honest with you. Leave that to the our Canadian friend streamers. All I gotta say is liberal Canadian politics. The Canadian Liberals might be Democrats, and the Canadian Conservatives, could that be Republicans and the Canadians? Who the fuck knows? Watch this idiot named Carney come on up.
This clip.
Some of you, and I salute you, have been liberals your whole life.
Well, I'm the
May have
liberals,
just
you know.
joined our party.
Join the party, the Canadian
Like literally,
Liberal Party.
just joined our party.
Join the party. I want you to register and become the
So
Liberal
let's
Party.
give a warm welcome to our newest member of the Liberal Party, Michael Law.
Yes, chant for this guy. I want you to chant for this guy. Well, because, you know, I'm Mark Carney and I'm such a loser. And just like the other two losers named Doug Ford and also Pierre Poilievre, I may be an old asshole. I'm not as old as fuck like, you know, Donald Trump and R. F. Kennedy Jr. and all the old fucks in Washington, D.C. You know, that hate Canadians' guts.
MB for Union Markinville.
Oh boy.
All I want to say is Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a great 2026 coming to all of you.
Okay, I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon of the War of Christmas. Now, the War on Christmas order is not to say Merry Christmas. Say Happy Christmas. Not Merry Christmas. You could say Happy Christmas to confuse the hell out of Christians. So like, what? Why are you saying Happy Christmas? What the hell does Happy Christmas stand for? Uh-oh, he said Happy Holidays. Oh. Yep, you can say Happy Holidays too, not fucking Merry Christmas, quote unquote. And that's the part of the War of Christmas. It's either Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. Which one do you say? Well, preferably it's Happy Holidays or Happy Christmas. Who the fuck cares about saying Merry Christmas? I'm just putting my 2 cents on the War on Christmas. Two Brits, merry as woke. Okay, they hate Happy Holidays. Yeah, they all hate Happy Holidays. If you say Merry Christmas, that means you hate to say Happy Holidays. I don't like saying Happy Holidays. All I like to say is Merry Christmas, and that's it. I never like saying Happy Holidays. I've never liked to indulge Happy New Year's. Because, you know, New Year's is anti-woke, and it's always about drinking alcohol at midnight and getting drunk and stupid, and, you know, probably smoking dope at midnight when the New Year comes around. You know, and like smoking dope, such as, for example, crack, and making you look like a crackhead. Being a crackhead is a fucking sin. Like, you know, being a crackhead is a sin because we're Christianity robots and we're stupid. Only you are to only drink the wine when you drink the holy blonde wine. That's the only Christian actual way to drink alcohol.
Thank you, and enjoy the party tonight.
What party?
Oh yes, Michael Ma, the MP from Union Markinville. That's what Mark Carney said. Hilarious. The actual writing is Markham Unionville. But in a statement, Michael Ma said, quote, "After listening carefully to the people of Markham Unionville in recent weeks and reflecting with my family on the direction of our country, I have informed the Speaker and the Leader of the Opposition that I will be joining Prime Minister Mark Carney in the Government Caucus. Quote, this is a time for unity and decisive action for Canada's future." And I'll get to another part of the statement later on when I discuss Pierre Poilievre. But this is very interesting development here. I'll get to what this means and likely why this happened. But worth noting that, of course, Liberal source told CBC News that Ma met with Carney Thursday afternoon before announcing that he would join the government caucus. It's unclear if Carney went to Ma first.
Ma?
On a whim, Michael Ma decided, you know what, I'm just leaving. I'm sure more will come out about
Ma?
that at some point, but we're not quite sure how that all started. This, by the way, according to reports I'm reading, no one in the media saw this coming, so this is completely out of left field. Now, the drama around that holiday party is the fact that a day earlier, Michael Ma was at the Conservative Christmas party. So this is posted by Todd Doherty. He's a Conservative MP, sharing these videos and images. Michael Ma, Dan.
Odd. He seemed to be fine as he posed with pictures and danced the night away at the Conservative Christmas party last night. Oh boy, we're having so much fun at the Canadian Conservative Christmas party. We're drinking wine and being crackheads. Look at these photos and pictures. Aren't we all happy pieces of shit? Aren't we a bunch of happy losers? In Canada, this is called Canadian politics for you. Yeah, you bunch of fucking losers that voted for us. This is called Canadian politics for you. Fuck you, losers.
In company videos, here he is, pictured with Pierre Polyev. The day before he crossed. Maybe this whole thing was just to go to both holiday parties. Maybe he just loves parties during the holidays and just.
Of course he loves parties. He loves to fuck up.
So maybe he'll go back.
David, maybe he loves parties, and maybe he wants to take one of the women to have sex in the bathroom. That's called Canadian Conservatives for you. Like Jordan B. Peterson. I'd sometimes step up and say happy Christmas because that's how we say it for Joyeux Noël. Western Chauvinism is a cry for help.
Next year, maybe he'll switch to the NDP before the year's over. We don't know. But here is here how the seats looked after the election this year. Liberals sitting at 169. They needed
Take a look.
172 for majority. They are now with these three moves. So you had Couric resigning. He's still sitting, but he has resigned or will be leaving Parliament as a Conservative. Then you had two floor crossers of Detremont, of course, now Michael Ma, leading to Liberals sitting at 171, one shy of a majority. I highlight Elizabeth May's Green Party vote here because this is somebody who is such.
I guess that would be what? 100 votes Democrat against 55 votes Republican. Other parties, the NDP Independent, I'm guessing that would be 10 votes if you count American politics. This is compared to Canadian politics and American politics, and then the end results right here, like I count the NDP as that independent, that would be called like 10 votes. But I'm gonna say that I don't know. Trending between Democrat and the Republican Party in Canada, that would be like what? That would be 1 vote. Green Party, same thing. If you compare it to Canadian politics and American politics, that would be 1 vote as well.
Right now holds the balance of power with her.
Again, I'm not good at
if the Liberals decide to, try and go to her to do anything. That said, she already said voting for the budget was a mistake.
Oh boy, look at this old bitch.
It was like a week later. She said it was a mistake after the deal between Alberta and Mark Carney about a potential pipeline. So I would be surprised if May is going to be someone that Mark Carney goes to in the future, because I truly think, prediction time now, I truly think that
was it a mistake?
Liberals are going to get another floor crosser from the Conservatives. You have a situation where Conservative MPs are unhappy, at least some of them unhappy, with Pierre Polyev as the leader. Mark Carney is essentially governing as a Conservative. And if you're an MP who's a Conservative who just cares about policy, doesn't care about the drama, And right now, you have the ability, the potential to be the hero for the Liberal Party, the potential to be able to get a book deal after this, the potential to guarantee your job for the next 4 years, as you would guarantee a Liberal government for at least, again, the next few years under a majority.
As your happy American law viewer, I'm so not sure what to say about it. But I'll probably take David's word for it. I mean, shit, I don't even know. Canadian politics is Canadian politics. We have our own politics in the States. That's pretty fucked up right now. Somewhat fucked up in the Canada side is probably Canada. Canada politics is Canada politics. That's all I'm saying. I'm just doing Canada politics because I never do Canada politics on my show.
And on top of that, if you decide to leave, when you decide to leave, maybe you have a cushy private sector job after that because people know your name, people know who you are. This is the most enticing moment for a conservative to decide to floor cross. So I would expect 1, maybe even 2, 3 more to leave the Conservative Party. Who knows when that could happen? But within the next month or so, at least during or after, before Pierre Poilievre's leadership review, I know that gives me complete coverage before, during, after. But at some point, I think around January, February, you're going to see floor crossers. And you're going to have a Liberal...
What the fuck is a floor
by the way,
crosser?
I don't think is good news.
If you're in here, reference Brian, please tell me what the hell is a floor
progressives
crosser.
generally, because you have, again, somebody who is a conservative in Mark Carney. That's how he has governed so far. Essentially guarantee their future while playing that he's, your standard liberal when he's simply... I mean, again, depends how you look at liberal, because liberals generally are more conservative. But again, economically. But you're in a situation now where the left has no voice at all. That said, it also opens up the potential for the NDP to start building and really present themselves as the true opposition to the Liberal Party, where the Conservatives under Pierre Poilievre, they're all just about opposing everything no matter what. The NDP could have a real, clear, principled voice on what they stand for in opposition to what this Liberal Conservative Party, small c Conservative Party...
I think he means party deflection. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, give him the fuck you. Okay. Give him the fuck you reference there. Okay, thanks for clearing that Gus dog. Yeah, maybe like for example, like MAGA going to shit since Marjorie Taylor Greene, or as Donald Trump likes to call her, Marjorie Taylor Brown. Oh, well. Going to total shit because of the fucking government shutdown and, Mike Gavish Johnson's refusal to ever release the files until they finally say, "What, fuck it, we're going to shut down to the files." Well, we all know why. Dems decided to cave in. The end of the 43-year, not 43-year, 43-day shutdown of our government. Conservatives crossing the floor to become liberal. Yeah. Fucking stupid, dude. Just pretty fucking stupid of me.
Supports. So let me get now to just looking at Michael Mossy, which this was held by a liberal before, and Michael Ma came in and won it by a few percentage points. So you can see how, under an election, I imagine he would likely be safe, as there are a lot of people that swing back and forth in Markham, Unionville. And Pierre Poilievre's reaction to the floor crossing. Michael Ma was elected as a conservative by the constituents of Markham, Unionville to fight against liberal inflationary spending, driving up the cost of living in his community, which is not at all what's going on. But I digress. Today, he chose to endorse the very policies he was elected to oppose, the same policies driving up food prices and making life more expensive for all. The people he let down the most are the ones who elected him to fight for an affordable future he will have to answer.
Michael Ma was elected as a conservative by the Constitution Markham Unionville to fight against the liberal inflationary spending on driving and cost of living in his community. Canadian chose to endorse the value policies was elected to oppose. Excuse me. The same policies driving up food prices and making life more expensive for all and making it a living hell for Canadians like yours truly, Pierre Poilievre or PP. The people let down the most are the ones who elected him to fight for an affordable future. Well, we don't have an affordable future, ladies and gentlemen. All because of me screwing up and fucking women in the bathroom. You will have to answer them. I have to answer to them. Wait, who the hell is them? I don't even know who the hell is them. I'm sorry, but yours truly, Pierre Poilievre, sounds like fucking Mike Johnson, to be exact. Because, because of the stupid hair, and maybe the stupid voice, and well, because I'm a goddamn loser. And I've never made love to a woman once. Well, because I suck. Yeah, completely. I suck. Compare that to Mike Johnson, who is also a complete loser. He's unlike me. Unlike me, Mike Johnson's a complete loser and has that super Christian movement and who likes to jerk off to Jesus Christ and probably has his cross in his room. Who probably jerks off the porn, Jesus Christ porn too much. Well, yeah. Total lasers.
Well, this is coming from the guy who, by the way, lost his own seat, had to move thousands of kilometers away to find the most conservative riding in the country to be able to retain a different seat. But let's move on. So, Pierre Poilievre's leadership review is indeed coming up in January.
Oh shit, I got a review coming up.
Support processor said that he left because of Poilievre's leadership style. In a statement on Thursday, Ma did mention Pierre Poilievre, but he did say this: I entered public service to help people, to focus on solutions, not division. I look forward to working with Prime Minister Carney. I have to assume from this statement that Michael Ma doesn't like how Pierre Poilievre does politics.
I don't know either.
Because it really, truly is, for Pierre Poilievre, all about just opposing. He's, for any Americans watching, you're essentially looking at how the Republicans acted when Barack Obama was president. Where it doesn't matter how conservative Obama got, and he got very conservative, that healthcare plan was a complete giveaway to private industry. Doesn't matter what he does.
Well, yeah, I read that little highlighted statement right there about Mark Carney right there. Well, he's my best friend, and I love working with him, and probably he invited me to sleep over in his bed, and probably disgusting sex over there, and yeah, his wife gave me permission to go sleep with him, and while she goes to sleep on the couch and go to sleep and snore like a fucking bitch.
They're going to oppose Mark Carney. Doesn't matter how conservative he gets. And some conservative MPs don't really care for that. You've actually seen as well a declining majority. This is recent, 2 days ago, from Angus Reid. A declining majority of conservative voters would keep Pierre Poilievre as leader in January. So it's still a majority at 58%, but it's down 10 points from August, which is quite a drop in such a short time. Doesn't look good for his leadership review, but we will see. Here is Robert Fife, journalist, discussing the issue that Pierre Poilievre has.
This is a really serious problem.
CBC, fuck.
Pierre Poilievre.
Okay, CBC, such total bullshit. It's like CBC, the Fox News in Canada. Like, fucking news sources like in Canada. I could say CBC is Fox News in Canada. CTV News is what? MS Now, CNN, NBC, CBS. No, fuck CBS. NBC, ABC, PBS News in Canada. Whatever. No, fucking. That's another source. City TV. What the fuck is that? Is that fucking CNN? Oh, that's Canadian. Oh yes, I thought CBC was a Canada liberal Canadian network. Me too. Me too. And me too. I always thought CBC was the liberal Canadian network, like, you know, the liberal Canada's like Canadians like to go to. Like, for example, maybe it could be the liberal version of Fox News, or could it be the liberal version of MS Now, formerly MSNBC? I mean, who knows? Canadian politics is really confusing. I thought it was like the equivalent to NBC or something. Me too. But, you know, CBC is like the big liberal Canadian network. But Canadian politics is Canadian politics.
Does not want to recognize. He is behaving very childlike and not as serious.
Oh yeah, I'm a tall
If
child.
you're a member of parliament, you come here to want to do things.
Oh yeah, well, this old man. Oh well, yeah, this old man on CBC just called me a tall child. What the hell is wrong with him? I will sue him in court. 50,000 Canadian dollars. That's on you, son of a bitch. And I will also sue CBC for that same thing. You better say you're sorry right now for calling me a child, or else I'll kick your ass right now and then sue you in court for $50,000 to both this old motherfucker and CBC. So say your goddamn prayers, quote unquote. Say your prayers. I'm sorry. I cannot be like loser Mike Johnson in the States.
When you have a leader of the opposition criticizing the prime minister for traveling, saying he's on a vacation, when he's actually meeting global investors to invest in Canada, when he tries to do a stunt like he did earlier this week.
Oh no, is this another one of those panel shows?
Over a pipeline in Alberta, which the Alberta government supports and presumably most conservatives support.
These
are probably the kind of issues that drive somebody like Michael Maw into the Liberal arms. And I suspect that they probably have they're talking to a couple more, given the pretty big hint that Mr. McKinnon gave you.
And speaking of that hint, I'm going to play that for you. This is from Liberal House Leader Stephen McKinnon, which he was interviewed right before the news broke that Michael Maw was joining the Liberal Party, so he must have known, but he clearly didn't want to announce it on the show. But this gets to why, or I should say how, Conservative MPs, at least some of them, are feeling under Pierre Poilievre when they see what Mark Carney is actually doing.
The interesting thing, and I think you probably hear these voices too, are the Conservatives that'll walk across the aisle and say, you know what, we like what the Prime Minister is suggesting on this thing.
Well, we
like this focus on the economy. My constituents like that you've moved
forward
you on this or that matter. Those Conservatives are obviously not in the ascendancy in their caucus, but they are very, very much present and more making their presence known.
So this really is the issue for Pierre Poilievre. The fact that Mark Carney is so conservative that you have a Liberal MP essentially bragging that other Conservative MPs see what Mark Carney is doing and they feel envious. They wish they could support what he's doing, but they can't because they're stuck under the iron grip of Pierre Poilievre. Which, look, from a power perspective for the Liberal Party is a positive thing because, sure, it'd be great to have, for them, in their minds, for them to have more MPs. But looking at it from a policy perspective, should you really be bragging that Mark Carney is so conservative that you have more and more Conservative MPs wanting to join your caucus? Is that really a plus? Is that what we need? Is what? More austerity? More investment into oil and gas? Less investment into the public? No investment at all into housing, into public housing? Like, Mark?
That's, for example, our problems here in the States. Like, same thing. Housing trouble and, bad government. For example, we're being led by a bunch of fucking idiots in, DC. Like this. Like, say, President man-child Donald Trump. And lying ass Kristi Noem, who lied to Congress this week. And didn't give a shit about anyone joining the service because one serviceman's wife got taken away by ICE. Fuck ICE. Yeah. This is how disgraceful one government can be and another country's government can be. Just a side by side between Canadian politics and American politics. Even though that unlike America, our country, the States, Canada does not have a fucking ICE system where they just go ahead and put guys in masks and play police officer and go take away immigrants. They don't have that shit in Canada. It's only the States, motherfuckers.
Carney's entire campaign, a lot of it was based around we're going to build housing like we've never seen before. And the outline for the housing plan, not only is it underwhelming, it's a complete giveaway to private industry. There is no true investment into public housing like we see in, say, Vienna. And look, by the way, if you're not familiar, look up Vienna's public housing. It is the envy of the world, what they've done there. We could be doing something like that, but instead it's more giveaways to private industry.
Would not live in Vienna for
Duncan
one
Kinney
reason.
said on Twitter,
Never.
the reason so many conservatives feel comfortable crossing the floor to the Liberals is because Mark Carney is as right-wing a prime minister as Stephen Harper. And there's more indications of that. You have, the Liberals lost a cabinet minister over how right-wing Mark Carney has become. Now, Stephen Guilbeault has still remained a Liberal MP and said he would continue supporting the Liberal Party. But he left over the deal between Mark Carney and Alberta over a potential pipeline, writing over the past few months, several elements of the climate action plan I worked on as Minister of the Environment have been or are about to be dismantled. In my view, these measures remain essential to our climate action plan. On top of that, during the budget discussion, Nader Smith, Liberal MP, came out to criticize how conservative the Carney budget is, saying, I joked with colleagues that it's a pretty good progressive conservative budget. A joke, but hey, some...
They have progressive conservatives in fucking Canada?
Conservatives agreed, pointing to Chris D'Entremont at the time, who crossed the floor over the budget because of how conservative it was to join the Liberals. And by the way, I discussed more on that budget and Nader Smith's comments in this video from about a month ago. I will link to it in the description box as well. But this gets to, like,
You can see that.
where is this party going to be? They're going to be in the majority. It's almost guaranteed. So at this point, they are one away. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe and check out some of the other videos I have on this channel.
Yeah. That's a bit of Canadian politics for you. I just lost viewers, by the way. I was gonna play something from I Had It, but I don't think I can spare you. I don't think I can do it. Because I've already lost enough viewers. I'm already like, what, 90 minutes into this thing? It's either I continue now or I call it. Because I've already lost, like, what, few viewers? And I've only got 4 viewers. Oh, we're still here. Oh, thank you. You're holding down the fort for me. Oh, thank you. Alright, hold on. Oh, I gotta show you what happened in Congress yesterday.
Alright, the FBI,
This is from the I Had It podcast. You know, the one with Jennifer Welch and Angie. I'm gonna play a clip about the FBI face planning in Congress. Next to where Christy No would lie in Congress. I'll play that clip. I'm gonna look it up next. Actually, yeah, let me look it up.
But first, let's watch the FBI face plant very hard in Congress.
All right, the FBI is in complete disarray, which is no surprise because it's being led by former podcaster Kash Patel, who goes online and tweets about his girlfriend being a great patriot. So this isn't a serious person. And so then you always wonder, like, well, what are the other people at the FBI up to? Well, they got drug in front of Congress yesterday, and this is stunning. Watch every minute of this.
Antifa. That's our primary concern right now.
All right, that's what President Trump did. What does the FBI say?
We share the same view. When you look at the data right now, you look at the domestic terrorist threat that we're facing right now, what I see.
That's not the question, you fucking bald-head idiot. Uh-oh. What did I do?
All right, the FBI.
What did I do?
What does the FBI say?
We share the same view. When you look at the data right now, you look at the
What's
domestic terrorist
that?
threat that we're facing right now.
What data, you bald-headed idiot? That's not the question.
What I see from my position is that's the most immediate violent threat that we're facing on the domestic side.
What are you talking about, you fucking bald-headed idiot? Hold up, sorry.
Immediate
Sorry,
violent
Mr. Bennett.
threat that we're facing on the domestic side.
I'm sorry.
So where is the Antifa headquarters?
He's like, if you watch this motherfucker, he was like, I need to think about giving the stupid answer. Let me play stupid and give a drunk wrong answer. Let's play that.
What we're doing right now with the organization.
Where in the United States does Antifa exist? If it's a terrorist organization and you've identified it as number one.
Boom. I like how Benny Thompson of Mississippi. All right.
Building out the infrastructure.
And you've identified it as number one.
We are building out the infrastructure right now.
So what does that mean?
Here's the thing. Well, there's actually real.
What the hell? What the hell is this dumb motherfucker talking about? I am so sorry. But Mr. Bald Motherfucker does not have a clue what he's talking about. Kash Patel must have told him, yeah, go give a drunk answer in Congress, look stupid for 5 seconds, and don't tell him where the hell Antifa is located.
Domestic terrorist threats and domestic terrorism is on the rise. They're running around worried about an organization that does not exist.
Of course it doesn't exist. There's no fucking headquarters for it. There is absolutely no headquarters for Antifa.
They don't have an answer because Antifa isn't the problem. Yes, it's no problem. I'm so sorry. Sorry to break it to you, but there is no existence of Antifa. There is no headquarters. But if they had a problem with just giving one answer, like, just say it. Like, just say, you know what? I don't care. Just say, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to answer you. Oh, watch that later. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to show you Kristi Noem lying in Congress. Oh. Now here's Benny Thompson at it again. This time, he kicks ass by having a little fight with Kristi Noem who he damn well knows that Kristi Noem's going to lie in Congress. Let's watch this. Let's watch some of the best of this shit. Oh, wait, there was a protester. Hold on. There was a protester that got kicked out for this hearing. I want you to watch this moment before I show you the Benny Thompson moment. There is no lie. They just want to target indivisible DSA and other leftist organizations. Oh, shit. Anyway, hold on. There's this.
To the beach!
No, thank you.
I'm looking forward to discussing the worldwide threats that this country
I'm
faces.
looking forward to
President Trump
shitting
and
my
his administration does each and every day to make.
Look at me and my ugly Botox. This is why my name is Christina. I put on ugly Botox every day to make myself ugly, look like a ice Barbie bitch. You know, because every day when I put on Botox, I call my Botox friend, you know, just give me the little Botox stab in the cheeks. Give me my Botox stab in my fingers. And give me my Botox stab in my lips. And put my Botox up my ass. Make me look uglier and uglier. I don't know what the hell my husband sees in me. I'm so ugly, even though I killed my dog, even though I admitted it in my book. This is why they call me Ice Barbie bitch Christina, even though that I'm ugly.
America safe again. I'm very privileged and honored today to have my family with me. I'd like to introduce them to you.
Am I back? Am I back? Sorry, I had to take a phone call. I had to take a phone call. We start again before I was so rudely interrupted by the goddamn telephone. I'm back. Yes, sound is back. Welcome to Groove Dragon. She definitely used to live in cheek filters, lol. Alright, folks, another phone call. God damn, I hate when they do this. Phone calls in the middle of the stream.
Family with me. I'd like to introduce them to you.
Look how stupid.
We are joined on Zoom by a gentleman named Se-Jun Park. He is a United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989. Like many veterans, he struggled with PTSD and substance abuse after his service. He was arrested in the 1990s for some minor drug offenses, nothing serious. He never hurt anyone besides himself, and he's been clean and sober for 14 years. Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old.
You lied on the record, and you lied to members of this committee. You violated court orders by not turning around deportation flights bound for El Salvador, where we know that hundreds of people under your leadership have reported that they were raped, they were beaten, and they nearly died. And your agents used chemical weapons in Chicago despite court orders from District Court Judge Ellis forbidding their use. Your options are limited. Either you're going to resign, Trump's going to fire you, or you will be impeached. I've already called for your resignation. You may remember I hand-delivered my request to you back in May, and I urge you to reconsider resignation because I've taken the first step towards your impeachment, and I've called on the Judiciary Committee to open an investigation into your lawlessness.
I like how Senator Ramirez actually slammed the shit out of Kristi Noem. I like that. I mean, it's just so fucking sad. But yeah, she looked very shaken up to me. It's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna be attacked again. Oh my god. Now this is where Benny Thompson gets all over her ass. This is the moment.
Berlin Packaging has more than 5,000 items across every market category, ready to ship for free when...
Reference the unfortunate accident that occurred with the National Guardsman being killed.
You think that was an unfortunate accident?
Oh.
It was a terrorist.
Look, I'll get it straight.
Hold on. That was pretty rude. One more time. Don't you think that was pretty rude?
Being killed.
You think that was an unfortunate accident?
I mean...
Hold on. That was pretty rude. Excuse you? What the hell is wrong with you? What kind of ugly Botox did you get this morning? What kind of beers did you drink, Kristi Noem? Did you ride the fucking cow horse back to whatever the fuck state you belong to? Damn, what kind of side of the bed you wake on this morning?
It was a terrorist.
Now, wait. Look, I'll get it straight, and then you can...
He shot our National Guardsman in the head.
Look.
Nice try.
It was an unfortunate situation, but you blamed it solely on Joe Biden. I want you to know who approved the asylum application for this same person.
Mr. Thompson, this individual that came into the country...
No, I want to know who approved...
Congressman Thompson, I want you to understand... When this individual came into the country, he came under evacuation of Afghanistan, under Operation Allies Welcome, was thoroughly vetted by the Biden administration at that point in time, allowed into our country...
No!
And then was never followed...
No! Wrong answer. Dog murderer. That's the wrong answer. He did not ask you to blame fucking Biden, you idiot. It's the same fucking problem with all the loyal MAGA idiots like yourself. Oh, let's go blame Biden. Oh, let's go blame Biden for everything. Oh my God, we do have to blame Biden. Oh my God, Biden did everything. He stole the 2020 election. Oh my God, we're crying like little pussies we are. We can't take it like men and women.
Hold up, I want to remind everybody in Congress, we follow the law, and every asylum is
my God.
In every single year, and the Biden administration failed to do that. They vetted this individual, allowed them into our country, and did not do that.
Witness will allow the gentleman to ask his question.
Yes or no? Who approved the asylum claim?
The application on the asylum was thoroughly filled out by information that was gathered by the Biden administration.
What the hell is that?
I want to file perjury charges against you, but I'm of the opinion that the Trump administration, DHS, your DHS, approved the asylum application.
The asylum application moved forward under all of the information and vetting processes that were put in place under the Biden administration.
Well, that's just one part. That's just one part of the fight. Democrats were in hell unknown.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Well, that's just 30 minutes. I want to get the argument. I want to get the full argument. I want to get where Vinnie Thompson argues the shit out of her. This is the full argument. I want the full argument, not clip.
Operating in the United States. I just need to know where they are, how many people. I don't want a name. I don't want anything like that. Just how many people have you identified with the FBI that Antifa is made of?
Well, the investigations are active.
But then you can...
He shot our National Guardsman in the head.
Look, Mr. Chairman.
President?
I mean...
There's a terrorist.
No, wait.
Understand?
I showed you that.
Administration.
Name my time again.
When
It's
Afghanistan, and that
President Trump's
Name
administration.
my time again.
When
The Trump administration, DHS, your DHS.
Okay, we're gonna...
place under the Biden administration.
Application.
The asylum application moved forward under all of the information and vetting processes that were put in place under the Biden administration, which is when vetting happened, and that's what President Trump has changed.
Okay.
Under President Trump's
Name
administration,
my time again.
when
It's obvious you don't want to answer the question. Mr. Kent, you want a shot at it?
the individual was vetted to serve as a soldier in Afghanistan, and that vetting standard was used by the Biden administration as a ruse to bring him here. Had we followed the standard operating procedures for special immigrant
Holy
visas,
hell.
that individual and none of the allies welcome people would have come to America. That's on Joe Biden. Gentlemen's time has expired. That was the answer.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. That was a murder that took place in D.C. It was not an unfortunate incident. And those comments are effing disrespectful.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I agree.
Effing disrespect. Is he... Wait, hold on. One more time. One more time, folks.
All allies welcome people would have come to America. That's on Joe Biden.
One more time.
Gentlemen's time has expired. That was the answer.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. That was a murder that took place in D.C. It was not an unfortunate incident. And those comments are effing disrespectful.
Effing disrespect. Fucking disrespectful? Fucking disrespectful. Wow. Holy shit. Who the hell is this guy? You're calling out the chairman? Holy shit.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I agree with my colleague from Texas. It is a tale of two cities.
My God.
Secretary Noem, Trump administration, you're going after the worst of the worst criminals, and we agree with you.
No. No. Holy hell. What a loser. That's not true. You're going after innocent. She's going after innocent people, you dipshit. That's where I do not agree with you. I'm sorry. That's not a good truth. I'm sorry. Mr. Baldhead, I don't agree with you. Christy Dog Killer Gnome is going after innocent people. And they're racially profiling them with a secret app on their phones. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm just going to arrest you and send you to another country.
Problem is 70% of the people you've arrested have no criminal record. You're going
Oh, so he's Democrat. What the hell?
after non-criminal immigrants, U.S. citizens, and permanent legal residents. Donna Hughes Brown, Irish citizen, green card holder, 48 years in the United States. She also happens to be the mother of a U.S. Marine, sister to a retired Army colonel.
Goddamn.
She's in ICE detention since July.
God.
She tried to come back from Ireland. Arrested, has been here since then.
God damn. Holy shit. And just coming back from Ireland. Boom, gets arrested from ICE. and hasn't seen her ex-service personnel husband ever since getting arrested from ICE. How sad.
Right? She wrote 2 bad checks for less than $80 a decade ago. You arrested her, she's in custody. Her husband, Jim Brown, came to us and told us her story.
Damn.
Jim told us, I voted for President Trump because he promised to go after criminals in our community and not people like my wife. If I can, I'd like to play a video for you.
Let's watch the video. Any moment, folks.
Then he also voted for President Trump.
Yes, sir.
Why did you vote for him?
Because I was an idiot. 8% of the evangelical
Wait, did he just say an idiot? Hold on.
Christian.
For President Trump.
Yes, sir.
Why did you vote for him?
Because I was an idiot. 8% of the
Why did you vote for Trump? Because I'm an idiot. There's the quiet part out loud. There's the admission. Why did you vote for Trump? Because I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's the quiet part.
evangelical Christian people were lied to, if you really want to know the truth, and that's exactly what happened. They said criminal, and I believe criminals need to be off the street.
I just want to make sure people...
See? Now, he really told the truth about evangelical Christians being lied to by Trump. That's another quiet part being said about Trump's voters, even though most of them are evangelical Christian.
Watching this, understand who you are.
My wife and I, when we don't work, we're ministers. We help the needy. That's what we do. And that's who they're arresting.
Now we've got Mr. Jim Brown before you. He's standing up. Hopefully you can talk to him a little bit. These people, Donna accused Brown, are not the individuals that should be deported. Another case, Narciso Barranco was beaten and arrested by masked agents
I'll be damned.
while working as a landscaper. He's an undocumented immigrant, 30 years in this country, not a traffic ticket. Mr. Barranco is also the father of 3 U.S. Marines. 3 Marines. You want to make a movie of people like this. A man who comes to this country, instills patriotism in his kids. They swear an oath to serve and possibly give up their life for this country. We'll play a video on this as well, please.
Masked federal agents were filmed pinning a man to the ground and repeatedly striking him in the head and neck before putting him in an unmarked car. The man in the video has been identified as Narciso Barranco and is the father of 2 active duty Marines and 1 Marine veteran. The Department of Homeland Security said an illegal alien was arrested by Border Patrol agents after he, quote, assaulted federal law enforcement, adding that Barranco, quote, swung a weed whacker directly.
Hey, Napoli, thank you for the subscription. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hey, yo, welcome in. Thank you for subscribing and finding me. Hit that like button. Welcome in. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for subscribing.
At an agent's face. Video shared by DHS and reviewed by CNN shows Barranco running with a weed whacker, but does not show him striking officers.
I also have...
My God. Jürgen Pipsternfeld. Yeah, I saw. Welcome back. We're just watching the Senate committee burning the shit out of Kristi Noem. The part where Benny Thompson burns the shit out of Kristi Noem was just the part I like, even though she's got ugly Botox on.
With us today, Alex Barranco behind you, a retired Marine. That's his father.
A police department was just poor to pay a $30 million settlement to the child of a 16-year-old child shot to death by a cop. Oh my God, really? Hold the fuck on. Are you serious? God damn. That's fucking sad. A 16-year-old getting shot by a cop? Keepers running away from someone trying to shoot them. Damn. They're gonna shoot a kid? If I was their mom or dad, I would be writing a press charge right now. I would be writing some charges right now, taking them to court, see if they're found guilty, and getting their ass to jail. That's not acceptable. Who the hell goes ahead and shoots a kid? What, because they're bored? They just want to pick up a gun and go shoot people? Oh my God. What's wrong with people these days? Civil rights lawyer just did a video on the case yesterday. Oh, good. That's a good thing. Anyway, keep going.
And Alex, on behalf of myself, members here, I want to thank you for your service to our country, and we also thank your brothers for serving our great country. Thank you very much. Got another case. George Rete, 25-year-old, native of California, my home state.
He's not asking Kristi Noem questions. He's just giving Kristi Noem hell with all these cases, listing all these people that got arrested unfairly by ICE.
He's a U.S. citizen, Army veteran who served in Iraq. Well, on his way to work, he came to an immigration checkpoint. Pulled over. I don't know where officers deployed tear gas on him, broke his car window, pepper sprayed him, and dragged him out of his car. An American citizen held for 72 hours without any charges, wasn't even given the opportunity to shower, to wash off that paper.
Gentleman's time's expired.
God
I
damn.
recognize the gentleman from Mississippi, Mr.
Mr. Chairman,
Excuse you? How fucking rude. Can you just shut up and let him finish? Thank you.
have two articles I'd like to present for the record.
Yeah.
Under President
shut
Trump,
up.
an agency intended to keep Americans safe has diverted resources from child abuse, trafficking, and terrorism to immigration enforcement. Second is this letter from my Orange County Sheriff, Don Barnes, essentially talking about all the individuals under Prop 50 referred to ICE 2025 year to date. 50 of them.
That objection.
ICE never showed up to
Hey.
Thank you, Chairman.
Hey, buddy. Do not cut any more mics off. I hate when politicians do that. You're just like, time to cut the mic off. We're going to go to the next person. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. It's time for you to shut the fuck up and let me go to the next person, please. Your time is up. Let me see. Hold up. There's this big poster. I gotta see what it says. It says, Kristi Noem lies to the American people. And that's her face right there on that one big poster right there. I had to zoom up to that real quick. And that's the truth. She lies to the American people. She is a robot. She sucks Trump's dick every day. Make sure she gets that milk out of the fucking dick of his old 79-year-old penis.
Garbarino and Ranking Member Thompson for having this hearing today. I know the American people have been demanding answers from this administration on their unlawful actions. So I hope we are able to get some useful answers from our witnesses today.
I've never heard of this guy until now.
Secretary Noem, this past May, I asked you during a congressional hearing if it was the...
What do you think the counterpoints counter is his name? I never heard of counterpoints, but I hear it's cool, but I might go ahead and look it up. Thank you for the suggestion.
Policy of DHS to follow orders issued by federal courts. You said on the record, and I'm quoting here, we are following all federal orders. End of my quote. End of your quote.
God damn, look at this. That's a pretty nice kick-ass poster. I love this. This poster tells the truth. And by the way, this is Botox she's wearing on her cheeks. And her fucking head. And her fucking lips. It shows to us she can't get a man. She can't keep no man. And she is a dog killer.
Secretary Noem, you lied to me under oath that day. You lied to the American people. And you have betrayed the trust placed upon you in your role as Secretary of Homeland Security. You defied federal court orders when you refused to order the deportation flights to El Salvador in March to turn around. Federal courts have also found your department to have violated federal injunctions in your continue to send non-citizens on deportation flights, with some courts having called your orders unlawful. Secretary Noem, I just have 3 questions for you. 1, why did you lie under oath by saying DHS was following all federal court orders when they clearly were not?
Congressman.
Question 2, let me finish my questions. Question 2, why did you mislead the American people when you said that no American citizens have been arrested or detained by federal immigration agents? And my last question, number 3, Donald Trump said that your ICE agents haven't gone far enough. Do you think terrorizing American citizens and assaulting peaceful protesters isn't far enough?
Congressman, the Department of Homeland Security and this administration complies with all federal court orders. We always have, and we always will.
Not true.
And we will continue to appeal. And sir, I will even tell you
Not
that at
true.
the highest court, at the Supreme Court, the Department of Homeland Security in our litigation has an over 90% success rate in winning at the highest court in our battle against activist judges across this country.
Nobody cares.
We will continue to appeal. And then when it gets to the highest court and we get a decision, it is proven that we have been compliant. I will also say,
Madam Secretary, let me.
You want me to answer your questions or not?
I do, but let me. You haven't been telling.
Aw, poor little Christy Noem. Did she get her feelings hurt today? Did she divorce her man? Can she not keep a man? I'm sorry. What happened? Oh, did your little masked man decide to beat the shit out of you next? Oh, poor little baby Christy Noem. Did your Barbie doll break? Is your little tears crying?
That's the truth. Look, there have been at least 170 known cases of citizens being arrested or detained by federal immigration agents this year alone. This is the truth. Are you lying to the American people right now by denying these reports?
When we are doing our targeted enforcement operations against criminal illegal aliens, individuals that are in that area may be detained until we verify who they are, and then they are released. This has been done for years, and every single law enforcement operation that has always happened, we follow the same protocols, and we continue to do that. We have never once detained or deported an American citizen. We have not held them and charged them. When we find out and verify their identity, then that is when they are released. You also asked about...
You see, I love how he says not true every time when Christy Noem answers her questions. Every time she's like, blah, 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 not true, not true. And it's just to get it straight to her fucking head. All her answers are not true. She's lying. She's breaking the law. She's actually lying in Congress. You lie in Congress, your ass is going to jail. For big time. And that's a federal crime. You cannot lie in Congress.
Agents going far enough. Sir, I will tell you.
You also cannot lie in court. That's also a big no-no.
That every single ICE agent, CBP agent, federal law enforcement officer that's out there doing their work every day, none of them will rest until our communities are safe. None of them will rest until
Explain how fucking ICE agents are resting in hotels at night. You dumb whore.
The fact that you ignore federal orders.
And our children and our grandchildren can grow.
Oh, it's about the children.
Let me recall. Secretary Nomi, it is a
Oh, it's about the children. Oh, protect the children. But it's all about the children. You want to know what we want to say? You want to know what I'm going to use from a quote from George Carlin? Fuck the children.
fact that you ignored federal court orders in March and in May of this year. Do you plan on ignoring more federal orders? I'm sick of your lies. And the American people demand the truth.
Because you keep saying it doesn't make it true.
Oh, shut up.
I am sick of your lies. The American people are sick of these lies. American people demand truth.
America is very happy that finally they have a president in the White House that gets up every
America is not happy with Trump.
day to keep them safe.
Madam Secretary, your incompetence and your inability to truthfully carry out your duties of Secretary of Homeland Security. If you're not fired, will you resign?
Sir, I will consider your asking me to resign as an endorsement of my work. Thank you very much.
Oh, fuck. Why don't you, get fucked, you whore? Oh, wait, you can't get fucked. You have ugly Botox on your fucking face and your ass. And you killed a dog and you admitted it in your book. And that was also pretty rude to say like this. Thank you very much. You're pretty rude, you dumb whore. Saying it like a fucking spoiled child. Why don't you actually say thank you very much in a actual nicer tone and end up acting like a fucking spoiled child at 6 years old? Like, thank you very much. God, you sound like a child.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member, for holding this hearing today. The greatest threat to the homeland right now is a Department of Homeland Security that the American people no longer trust. A department actively undermined by its own secretary. This is on you, Secretary Noem. Today's hearing is supposed to be about worldwide threats, but Madam Secretary, under your watch, the threat is coming from inside the building. Because when DHS, the department charged with keeping Americans safe, is caught breaking the law, lying to the American public, systematically dismantling oversight, fueling bigotry, and targeting vulnerable communities, trust is broken. Let's start with the basics. How can we trust your department with you at the helm? The American people deserve an answer, even if you've spent the past year dodging accountability like it's your full-time job. We need to talk about oversight. Oversight is not optional. It is not a courtesy because you feel like it. It is not something you entertain only when it's politically convenient to you. Yet, time and time again, Secretary Noem, you have treated congressional oversight as an inconvenience at best, and at worst, something to be invaded, ignored, or denied altogether. Republicans on this committee may be willing to hand over their constitutional duty in order to kiss this administration's butt cheeks, but I am not. I will never. My district is not, and the American people sure aren't. While Republicans turned this hearing into a praise fest for your failed 10-year communities across America, including mine in New Jersey, are made less safe because DHS under your leadership has become unproductive and malicious. All of the thank you that we keep hearing from across the aisle, there's no thank you from me. And we see the truth that you're trying to hide. The truth is you are deeply unqualified for the post you hold. This is on full display in the way you treat the people in this body, myself included, who have been elected to serve our communities and keep them safe. Representative Grajava, Senator Padilla, myself and others whose character, integrity, and bodies were attacked by your department without evidence and without apology. Far beyond being disrespectful, you have shown a complete disregard for the oversight authority granted to us by law. You have repeatedly shown that you will target whoever you want, whenever you want, without accountability. Members of Congress, members of our communities, and even American citizens, as many of my colleagues have continued to point out today. Secretary Noem, that's not leadership. That's not democracy. And that is not how this works. Again, this is not just about you. Don't want you to think this is just a pick on you day. This is about the Trump administration that has turned DHS into a political weapon. So I'll ask you this. Is Trump embarrassed by your tenure? Or is this exactly the kind of god-awful leadership he wants at DHS? Yes or no?
Oh, god damn. God damn, I liked her passion. I liked how she said, there's no thank you from me. I like how the hell she bashed the shit out of Kristi Noem and gave her the big fuck you and gave her the actual beating truth. I love it. Now, this is what we need in Congress. This is what we need, to have someone in Congress spit the tea on the dumb motherfuckers that won't do their jobs. Wow. I am pleased. But watch poor old Kristi Dog Killer Noem's response.
Ma'am, we've already conducted more oversight visits.
No. It's a yes or no. Yes or no. Okay, Secretary Noem, this is my time to talk, not your time to talk. I reclaim my time. I reclaim my time. I reclaim my time.
Transparent.
Chair, I reclaim my time.
God damn.
Secretary Noem, DHS is breaking the law, hiding information from Congress and shutting out oversight. So let me ask you, how can the American people trust your department with you at the helm with this kind of behavior?
The American people absolutely trust this department to keep them safe.
No, they don't.
And we are showing that every day by the support we get across
No,
the
they
country,
don't.
the amount of people that we're recruiting to all of
Thank you,
Sorry.
Secretary Noem. Do you agree that using DHS resources to target members of Congress is an abuse of power?
Excuse me, would you say that?
You would have heard me if you stop talking and listen to my
Wait.
question. Target members of Congress is an abuse of power?
Excuse me, would you say that?
You would have heard me if you...
Oh my god, is she deaf? Is she deaf? Did she not hear the question? Wow, I'm ashamed. She must be not wearing hearing aids today. Wow, congratulations, Kristi Dog Killer Noem. You can't hear anything. Go put yourself some hearing aids on if you want to hear some more questions over and over and over again, like you're some middle-aged boomer.
Stop talking and listen to my questions. Do you agree that using DHS resources to target members of Congress is an abuse of power?
We are not doing that. We are out there enforcing
Yes,
law,
you
doing
are.
our work, and we are
Dog
allowing
killer.
Of course, we're not going to get any answers. With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
God damn. God damn. Yeah, she was not going to get an answer from her. She was going to lie anyway. That was just a big simple fuck you. She was like, you know what, fuck you. I yield my time.
I just want to respond to a lot of...
Hold up. If you're not hearing in the background, those are a bunch of protesters sitting in the background. They're protesting against Kristi Noem.
Secretary Noem has just testified to. And gentlemen, I have some comments that I hope you'll take back to the Secretary and to the Department. If there's anything that is clear about what is going on in this country, is that the rhetoric and fear that is happening is at an all-time escalated high.
No, okay.
And we're all describing different aspects of it. Fear of law enforcement, fear of citizens, fear of people who are legally in this country. Because it's the rhetoric that is happening from the very top that is being decimated down level. And that is really, really dangerous.
I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt her, but if you not heard in the background, there was a bunch of protesters sitting in the background. Well, I think that's for today's recap. Have a great rest of the stream, Lily. Oh, yeah. Oh, see you later. I might go over there. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. But anyway, if you did not hear in the background, I hate to interrupt her. There was a bunch of protesters protesting against Kristi Noem and ICE, making a bunch of noise that I truly appreciate them do. But of course, they were shown the door and kicked out, like all protesters do when they show up to public meetings. About this Texas outrageous.
And one of the things that the Secretary said was she is restoring the rule of law. That is absolutely not true. Because the rule of law is founded on two fundamental principles. That if you are going to be subject to a criminal arrest in this country, that there is probable cause to do so.
Give me a thumbs up if you heard those protesters in the background. In the video. Give me a thumbs up.
You can't just snatch somebody walking into a coffee shop because of the color of their skin. There's no probable cause for that. And also, that you will get due process. And that is not happening. And so what you're seeing is an overwhelming frustration of the American people in this country, that the lack of respect and regard for the rule of law by this administration, and in particular by this secretary, is at a level that we have never seen and violates all of the constitutional norms and all of the principles of legal fairness in this country. And you're seeing that manifest itself in threats to law enforcement and bubbling over because people are frustrated. And they are channeling that frustration because the administration is not listening and is only doubling down on the rhetoric. You know, this notion that I think my colleagues highlighted that we're only going to pursue serious threats. It's just not true. I visited an ICE facility outside of Dallas, and over 70% of them were classified as the lowest threat level, as never having a criminal record at all. But yet they were there because of the color of their skin. There was not a probable cause. They're not a threat to this country. They have no criminal history at all. I fully support, as does everyone on this committee, Homeland Security focusing on threats to our national security. We want cybersecurity. We want terroristic threats from abroad to be stopped. Absolutely. None of us want a recreation of 9/11, but we also do not want, under any level, the trampling of our constitutional rights and the legal system of due process.
But what we do want is ICE abolished.
I have a poster here to highlight 3 American citizens that were arrested by ICE who had done nothing wrong. They presented themselves as American citizens, but yet were still trampled, assault. One had broken ribs, a brain injury, an older gentleman by being knocked down to the ground after he said, "I'm an American citizen." But yet they did not stop, and that is a huge problem. When somebody says, "I'm an American citizen," to ICE, and ICE does not stop and continues to assault them and physically berate them and then hold them for days and days on end without a due process hearing, that is a problem.
I assumed up to this. So you could take a look in this poster. Now this poor lady right here, as you can see, probably arrested from an ICE raid. She was talking about the 79-year-old guy got arrested and tripped by an ICE, tripped onto the ground. He was saying, I'm American citizen, I'm American citizen. That's the 79-year-old male she was referring to, who lives in California. And then this guy, 20-year-old from Louisiana, who was a veteran, an American citizen. Look at the pictures right here. Look at all these goddamn pictures. Look at them. Just look at him. Horrible. Horrible. Don't you think this is horrible? And for somebody getting arrested at 79 years old by an ICE agent, 20-year-old veteran from Louisiana, and then a 19-year-old from Chicago. I forgot to mention that. There was a 19-year-old arrested by ICE in Chicago. That's too young. And being arrested at ICE at 79 is way too damn old. Leave our senior citizens alone. Why don't you go arrest MAGA? Why don't you go ahead? Hey, why don't we reshaping ICE and reshaping their mission? Go arrest all the MAGA idiots. Or, in good cases, let's abolish it. We don't give a damn about ICE. ICE is a terrorist organization. And I feel ashamed. I feel sorry for the family of the 79-year-old gentleman in California and for the family for that 19-year-old in Chicago, and especially the one of the 20-year-old in Louisiana that all got arrested by ICE. I hope they get reconnected someday. I mean, bless their hearts. I mean, it's a shame. These poor families that are suffering thanks to Christy dog killer, ugly Botox. No.
And it is not stopping. We have brought these concerns to the Secretary and to agencies like yourself in these hearings time and time again through multiple letters. We've all written letters that have gone unresponded because this cannot happen in our country. And the reality of it is, in any law enforcement situation, and what we have happening out into the public is there are ICE agents and there are Border Patrol agents that are doing their great job. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
No.
But they're also bad actors. There are people who are exceeding their authority. The power's gone to their head. The intimidation is outrageous. And there's no effort to rein them in by the FBI. There's no effort to rein them in by the Homeland Security. There's no effort to overcorrect. Just like one of my colleagues highlighted, the reinstatement of one that was inappropriate. And these efforts are breaking down the trust of the American people. I hope you take these concerns back because they need to be addressed if we're going to address the violence in this country. I yield back.
Madam Secretary, how many United States military veterans have you deported?
Sir, we have not deported U.S. citizens or military veterans.
That's a lie.
I don't believe you served in the military. I haven't either, but I think you and I can agree that as Americans, we owe everything to those who have served our country in uniform, particularly those who have served in combat. Do you agree with that?
Sir, I believe that people that are in this United States that are citizens have legal status here.
Madam Secretary, we are joined on Zoom by a gentleman named Se-Jun Park. He is a United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989. Like many veterans, he struggled with PTSD and substance abuse after his service. He was arrested in the 1990s for some minor drug offenses, nothing serious. He
More
never hurt
protesters in
anyone
the background.
besides himself, and he's been clean and sober for 14 years. He is a combat veteran, a Purple Heart recipient. He has sacrificed more for this country than most people ever have. Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old. Will you join me in thanking Mr. Park for his service to our country?
Sir, I'm grateful for every single person that has served our country and follows our laws.
Can you please tell Mr. Park why you deported him?
Every one of them needs to be enforced.
But you understand that many veterans struggle with PTSD, many veterans struggle with substance abuse challenges. This man took 2 bullets for our country. You have broad authority, by the way, as Secretary, to issue humanitarian parole, to do deferred action. Will you commit to at least looking at Mr. Park's case to see if you can help him find a pathway back to this country that he sacrificed so much for?
I will absolutely look at his case, but I want you to remember that...
Madam Secretary, the man...
Shut up.
Please stand up, sir. His name is Jim Brennan.
Justino, do you know when to shut up? When the man says thank you, that means shut the fuck up.
From Troy, Missouri. He is a Navy combat veteran who served our country in the Gulf War. He's married to a woman named Donna, who came to our country legally from Ireland when she was 11 years old. She has lived here for 48 years. Because of you, Jim's wife Donna has been in prison for the last 4 months. She did not come here illegally, and she has never committed any crime other than writing 2 bad checks totaling $80 10 years ago. She is currently in prison and facing deportation. Ms. Noem, will you thank Mr. Brown for his service to our country?
Thank you, Mr. Brown, for your service to our
Now, what possible explanation can there be for locking up his wife for 4 months when she has committed no crime other than writing a couple of bad checks for $80?
Sir, it is not my prerogative, my latitude, or
Yes,
my
it
job
is.
to pick and choose which laws in this country get
You
involved.
have broad discretion as the secretary.
You need to follow
You can issue
the law
parole, you
and
can do all
enforce
kinds of
the
things,
laws.
but you're choosing not to. Will you commit again to just reviewing Donna's case and reuniting this combat veteran with his beloved wife, who also loves this country?
I will review the case.
Oh, we all know she won't. She's not gonna do shit.
Now, Madam Secretary, you've already heard the story of Lance Corporal Alejandro Barranco, the United States Marine veteran who is behind you, who also has 2 brothers who are United States Marines. Will you thank Lance Corporal Barranco for his service?
Thank you for your service.
His father, Narciso
yeah.
Barranco, is a landscaper in California who has lived peacefully in our country for 30 years and has no criminal record. Last spring, while he was mowing the lawn at an IHOP, ICE agents tackled him in the street and imprisoned him for weeks. A peaceful, hard-working man who raised 3 sons to be United States Marines. We need men of that character in this country. Again, as
Oh, hold on. She rolled her eyes.
Secretary,
What's
a
that?
peaceful, hard-working man who raised 3 sons to be United States Marines. We need men of that character in this country. Again, as Secretary...
I think she rolled her eyes just like, I don't give a damn. I was like, oh my god, when will this ever be over? Can I just go home now?
You have broad discretion. Will you consider Lance Corporal Barranco's father for parole in place to stay in our country, owing to the fact that he has contributed to our country by raising 3 United States Marines?
This is an opportunity to remind everybody that every person that's in this country illegally has an opportunity to voluntarily go
God.
home and come back the right way.
He
Follow
raised
our
3
laws.
United States
We will
Marines.
facilitate that.
He has been living here peacefully, doing his job for 30 years. You have discretion. You are choosing not to use it. Madam Secretary, you promised America that you would go after the worst of the worst. But these people are not the worst of the worst. A Purple Heart recipient, a military spouse, the father of 3 Marines. And it's not just veterans and military families. You are locking up and deporting children with cancer, mothers with babies in the NICU, United States citizens.
Oh my god.
There are many problems with your leadership, but the biggest problem is this. You don't seem to know how to tell the difference between the good guys and the bad guys. Go after the bad guys. Go after the terrorists. Do not go after veterans, Marines, children,
Gentlemen's
United
time's
States
expired.
citizens. I yield back.
Damn. God damn. God damn. That was full hell for her. Well, a portion. That was a portion of Christy Noem getting her ass kicked in Congress. But we all know she's not going to listen. But, holy hell. Holy hell. You can't do this one thing. Get the hell out of DC.
That's why I sought this chairmanship. Fortunately, unlike other chairs in this body, it appears that Director Kent.
But I will watch the rest later because I have been on for about 2 hours now. And I think it's time for me to go. And, yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I will catch you guys next week. because it is now 6:18 Eastern. Hey, no problem, Ethan. Everybody, please get that like, share, and subscribe. I will be back next week. Fingers crossed. What I will do, hold on. Let me go to my chat. And let me go send you all the pep talks. He's recapping his debate from last night against conservative. So let me go send y'all there. I want to pin my message, damn it. No, I want to pin my message, damn it. This is what I have trouble doing. I'm trying to pin this message. Okay. Now, here we go. Alright. Here we go. Alright, message has been pinned. Go over the pep talks. Go say hello. And I will be back next week at my regular time. Thank you for coming. Until we meet again next week. Fingers crossed. What do I always say? I'm going to leave the chat. Stay woke. Stay gay. And he's on. And go say hello to Pep Talks. Peace.